What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Sky's the Limit Sports channel. Pseudo Nation, what is Gucci, guys? I did not think I'll be making a video where I thought I was gonna be making primarily reaction videos, stuff like that. But NFL, I forgot about NFL free agency is going on right now. I usually don't get to make this video because I'll be in school, but you know, we're in this pandemic right now with this coronavirus. By the way, if you guys have not watched my coronavirus video and what it means for sports overall, go watch that video. It's a very important video. Go watch that video. But today we are going to talk about all of the free agent signings that have happened so far. One just happened right now with Melvin Gordon going to the Broncos. That just happened right before I started recording this. But we're going to talk about the top one. First, we're going to talk about Tom Brady. That's probably the biggest one, going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't like Tom Brady. I'm gonna let that be known right now. And you guys probably know why, because I'm a Steelers fan, and yeah, I mean, that explains it right there. I'm a Steelers fan. That should explain it right there why I don't like Tom Brady. But him going to the Bucks is honestly a good move. I mean, they have Mike Evans, they have Chris Godwin, they have Cameron Brady, they have Jay Howard, Ronald Jones, my guy from USC is there. Their defense is pretty good. They got Shaq Barrett, they got players like that on the defensive side. They have a decent defense. I mean, Tampa Bay is gonna be good. Are they my favorite to come out of the NFC? No. I'm not even sure they're going to win the division because the Saints are still there. Drew Brees is still there. Michael Thomas is still that boy. They still have Alvin Kamara. Who knows if they try to go back to Antonio Brown and try to potentially sign him again. They brought him in for a workout right before the end of the season last year. Maybe they go back to him and try to sign him back, even though Antonio Brown made a whole diss track on him. I think I reacted to that. But it's a good move. It's a good move, and it's a football move. Most people thought he was going to go to the LA Chargers and try to bring up the brand of TB12 and go to LA, even though the LA Chargers are not a very supported team like that at all. Like, I almost feel like they need to move their entire franchise to an entirely different city, to a football town that might appreciate them as a franchise, because I'm not sure that the LA Chargers are gonna be very they're going to a new stadium, but like, they have really no one to sell. Really, I mean, they just lost Melvin Gordon. I mean, their best player is probably Joey Bosa. I mean, that's your only sell. Him and Keenan Allen are your best sells right now. And so, like, I mean, the Chargers, I mean, Tyrod Taylor's your only quarterback right now. Phillip Rivers is gone. We're going to talk about him in a second. I just don't know what the Chargers are going to do overall as a franchise now that they moved into LA. The Rams in that stadium, I think they're going to be just fine. They're going to be a good football team. But I don't know. That's tough for the Chargers to lose out on Tom Brady. But the Buccaneers, they're going to do their thing. They're probably going to be a playoff team, I would think. Probably a wild card team. I think they're going to be like a 5th or a 6th seed. I don't think they're going to beat out the Saints for that division, though. That's the only thing. Even though with all them weapons stuff, I think the Saints, just overall, they have chemistry together. I think that chemistry overall will propel them to be able to win that division. Yeah. Dak Prescott getting franchise tagged at $33 million. So we're making $33 million this year, which is a lot of money, but Dak Prescott wanted a long-term deal, and they have been fighting back and forth with this contract negotiation thing. Reports are that the Cowboys offered him, I think, like $105 million or $110 million guaranteed or something like that. Or not guaranteed, but like overall, like a $33 million salary, average salary and stuff like that. We're not sure exactly what Dak is asking for, so it's like hard to judge exactly who's at fault with this. I really can't say who's at fault with the negotiations right now. I really can't say if it's Dak's fault that he's asking for too much money, or is it the Cowboys' fault for not giving Dak, depending on what the guaranteed money that they're not, I'm not sure exactly what guaranteed money they're not giving him, but this deal should have been locked up by now. And now I wonder if Dak's gonna pull a Le'Veon Bell. I really wonder if he's gonna pull a Le'Veon Bell, not even play this year at all, and he's gone after this year. I don't know. And that's what Jerry Jones is running the risk of right now, is this man might just up and leave and go somewhere else. Hell, he might go to the Patriots, because I don't know who the Patriots quarterback is going to be. I mean, there are a couple quarterbacks that are still out there that they can go and get, but I don't know what they're gonna do. Phillip Rivers goes to the Colts. I think this is a pretty decent fit. I think that division now is, well, I wouldn't say it's as wide open because I think Tennessee is probably the owners of the division now because, you know, the Houston Texans with their stupid self. As you guys know, I made the video about DeAndre Hopkins getting traded. So the Colts probably might end up finishing second in that division just because I think the Texans are really gonna take a step back now. They have a good receiving core. They got T.Y. Hilton. They got what's the running back's name? I can't remember. He's a really good running back, though. Yeah, they have a decent defense. Phillip Rivers is only on a one-year deal, $25 billion, which is a decent amount of money. Phillip Rivers is 38. He is a part of that draft class of Ben and Eli. He's the only one that hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. I do not think he's gonna do it with the Colts either, but I mean, I think they could potentially maybe sneak into the playoffs. I believe they will. No.
Unstinking believable.
But they have a chance. Like, they have a chance. They have a chance to do it. But Phillip Rivers, I mean, I think he's probably, I think obviously Ben has been the best out of all three other quarterbacks that have out of that draft class. Ben has been the best, and he was the last one taken out of those three. Yeah, it's tough to see what the Colts are really gonna do this year overall. They may get into the postseason and get bounced out in the first round, most likely. Vikings re-up on Kirk Cousins for another 2 years. I mean, yeah, not that big of a deal to me. I mean, Kirk Cousins, I mean, he had a good first round of the playoffs, and then second round got absolutely demolished by the 49ers. So, like, I don't know how far the 49ers the Vikings are going to go this year. They just traded Stefon Diggs. I mean, so Thielen is your number one guy, but who's your number two? I don't know. You got Dalvin Cook, which means Dalvin Cook is really going to have to run the football and stay healthy. He's really got to stay healthy this year. That's the biggest thing for Dalvin Cook. Drew Brees, again, re-upped 2 years, $50 million. He's probably going to play through that and probably retire, I would think, after those 2 years. I thought maybe if they got to the Super Bowl this year and won it, he might have retired then. But now with the $250 million, he probably may play maybe 2 more years and then call it quits. Teddy Bridgewater to the Panthers. 3 years, $63 million. Teddy Bridgewater, you guys know he did really well coming in for Drew Brees when he got hurt, won all 5 of his games. Cam Newton is definitely gone now. Panthers put out a post saying that we've given Cam Newton permission to seek a trade, and Cam Newton came out and said, no, I did not seek a trade. Y'all want to trade me because y'all signed Teddy Bridgewater. Y'all don't want me. Obviously, y'all don't want me. So, yeah, Cam Newton's on the market now. Where he's going to go, I think the best place for him to go is, honestly, the Chicago Bears. Take over Mitchell Trubisky's job because Mitchell Trubisky, I'm sorry, he's just not it. The brother can't throw like that. He just can't. He can run really well, but him throwing the football, Ryan Tannehill got his big payday, 4 years, $118 million. Only got this deal because Derrick Henry had the season he had, and he capitalized off of it. He had made some plays himself. But they got to the AFC Championship game, and I mean, there was talks about them getting Tom Brady, and then this deal came down, and it was like, oh, okay, there's no way in hell Tom Brady's going to Tennessee now. So, yeah, they got the quarterback. Maybe Ryan Tannehill's a one-hit wonder or one-season wonder. Who knows? Because the previous other years with Miami, he didn't do that well. I think he got to the postseason maybe. Well, he didn't play in that postseason game because he played against the Steelers, and he got hurt that 1 year. And I think Moore was the quarterback then, the backup then. And Steelers absolutely demolished them then. But, I mean, he's only had like one other year that he was like okay in, and that was the year that he got to the postseason. Other than that, Ryan Tannehill has not been that great. But he took over from Marcus Mariota, who I believe now is an Oakland Raider. If I'm correct, he's an Oakland Raider now. Yeah, I mean, he got a big payday. The Bears traded for Nick Foles. So that is who... Well, actually, Cam Newton, it don't make sense for Cam Newton to go there now. Honestly, I think this is a good move because now it puts pressure on Mr. Trubisky to perform, because it's not a guarantee that Nick Foles just automatically takes the job from Mr. Trubisky. I think this will be a quarterback competition. Most likely, that's going to happen in the offseason if there's able to be an offseason with these times that we're in right now. But this is going to be a fight for the job, and we shall see. Mitchell Trubisky could end up getting benched, and then after that, he could be getting traded. Who knows what's coming after that. Todd Gurley, this morning, he got cut yesterday by the Rams, tweeted out that I got fired on my day off, and then immediately signed with the Atlanta Falcons. Todd Gurley's been hurt. It's no secret. The man has been hurt. And, I mean, he only got a 1 year, $5 million deal. I mean, The Falcons cut bait with Devontae Freeman, so they needed a running back. So, I mean, there you go. Hand and glove fit. Amari Cooper, 5 years, $100 million. Amari Cooper got paid. That boy got paid. That is Dak's #1 target. I mean, you pay Amari Cooper, but you don't pay Dak Prescott. Interesting. Stefon Diggs traded to the Buffalo Bills. Even though Josh Allen is an okay thrower of the football, I mean, Stefon Diggs is a big-time receiver. I just wonder how well he's going to fare with a quarterback that doesn't throw the football like that. Kirk Cousins at least can get the football out to Stefon Diggs. Josh Allen is more of a running kind of quarterback, and they don't like to throw the football too much. They'd rather run the football in Buffalo. So I wonder how that's going to work out for him. You guys already know about the David Johnson and DeAndre Hopkins trade. I ain't even got to get into that. Desmond Trufant to the Lions. I mean, that's a replacement for Darius Slay. Now he's on the Eagles, which is the next thing, the Eagles. And then Darius Slay had some very interesting comments about Matt Patricia. He even went on First Take and talked about how Matt Patricia kind of went at him personally as a man, talking about him pulling up an Instagram picture and saying that he was told him that you over here trying to suck someone's you know what, and Darius Slay felt some type of way about it, and that was like the first year he got there. First year he didn't like him. The second year the relationship got better, even though they only won 3 games, and now he's been traded to the Philadelphia Eagles, which the Eagles needed some help in the secondary. They needed help in the secondary bad. So that's a good move for the Eagles. Yeah, I just wonder what this does for the reputation of Matt Patricia now, because you know he's from that Belichick coaching tree. You wonder if the Lions don't win this year, if he's on the hot seat and potentially gets fired. Like, you wonder. Colts get DeForest Buckner, great pass rusher, so it helps the Colts defense out a lot aspects. So like I said, they have a decent defense, but I still don't know if the Colts are going to be a playoff team or not. Chargers got Chris Harris Jr., 2 years, $20 million. They already have a very good with Casey Hayward already there. Then you add Chris Harris Jr. That's a very good secondary that the Chargers got. Like I said, the Chargers have a good team. I just don't know if Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback to really help them win games, and I just don't know. I mean, Austin Eckler is probably going to be the running back now unless they sign someone else. But that makes their secondary like really, really good. Dolphins signed Byron Jones, making the highest paid corner in the league. I don't know why. I mean, Byron Jones is a decent corner, but I wouldn't call him one of him to be the highest paid one. They got Xavier and Howard there. You pair them along with the Dolphins. I mean, they look like they could be an improving team this year, but I'm not sure how much they're going to improve. Vikings signed Michael Pierce, 3 years, $27 million. Austin Hooper to the Browns. I mean, he's a good pass catching tight end, so that should help him out with Njoku there as well. So Baker Mayfield with another target. Jack Conklin to the Browns. That's actually a very good signing. That's actually a very good signing for the Browns, because they needed some help on the offensive line, because Baker Mayfield was running for his life. And you're going to have someone to block them boys, TJ Watt and Bud Dupree, and that's going to be a good matchup for them boys, but I still think TJ Watt and Bud Dupree going to win the matchups. Derrick Henry got franchise tagged. Many people thought he should have got his money, but you know how it is with these running back these days. You get to 27 and they think, oh, you only have a couple years left, and so they're not going to pay you what you want. And I mean, Le'Veon Bell seeing that, Todd Gurley's hurting from that. I mean, he got his money, but I mean, he wasn't the same. So, yeah. Ravens got Calais Campbell. I mean, that's really a name to me. Calais Campbell is older now. I don't view him as much of a pass rushing threat as much as he was before in the past when he was on the Arizona Cardinals. So, the Ravens getting him, I'm not too scared of him as a Steelers fan. Chris Jones got franchise tagged by the Chiefs. Anthony Costanza back with the Colts. That's a good thing, because Anthony Costanza was a very good offensive lineman. Randall Cobb signed with the Texans. I mean, that's a good receiver, but is that DeAndre Hopkins? Hell no. Hell no. I mean, you got Kenny Stills, you got Will Fuller. Will Fuller, they think is going to be the new #1 now. If he's healthy, I mean, he's a good receiver, but I don't know if he's a #1 guy. We shall see. Case Keenum signed with the Browns, so I guess he's backing up Baker Mayfield. Marcus Mariota, like I said, went to the Raiders. Hunter Henry franchise tag. Steelers franchise tag. Bud Dupree, I figured that was going to happen. AJ Green franchise tag. Jamie Collins to the Lions. That's a good pickup for the Lions. Kenyon Drake transition tag. Hargraves went to the Eagles, 3 years, $39 million. And Hargraves was very good for the Steelers. He was very good for the Steelers. That's a little bit of a loss, especially because I'm not sure if Stefon Diggs is going to be back healthy this year. He's had the the pec tear and stuff like that going on. And so I hope Stefon Diggs stays healthy, because we need him. We need him, because Stefon Diggs probably going to be a Pro Bowler this year if he stayed healthy. Michael Brockers to the Ravens, decent signing. Again, not too threatened by him. I mean, he's a decent player, but like, does he knock my socks off or anything like that? No. Jordan Howard to the Dolphins. Vic Beasley to the Titans. That's actually a very good signing for the Titans. That's a great pass rusher to have. Malcolm Jenkins to the Saints. I like this pickup for the Saints. Sure up that secondary and the back end. Texans re-signed Bradley Roby. He's a decent corner. Trey Waynes with the Bengals, with the Vikings last year. Jimmy Graham to the Bears. That's a pretty good signing for the Bears, because you don't know about what's the tight end they have right now, or had. Trey Burton, I think that's his name. He's always hurt all the time, so you need another tight end. Leonard Williams to the Giants. That's actually a pretty good pickup from the kid who was on the Jets before, and he's a pretty good player. AJ Boye, this happened earlier, I believe, in the free agency. I think it started before free agency, but AJ Boye traded to the Broncos. Yeah, pretty good pickup for the Broncos, especially after losing Chris Harris. So you got to replace him, and AJ Boye is a very good corner. Jason Witten to the Raiders was weird to me. I don't know why he went to the Raiders. Raiders aren't going to do nothing. They just retire. I don't get why he signed to the Raiders. I really do not. Yeah, like the latest one I saw was Melvin Gordon to the Broncos. I guess they're gonna have him and Phillip Lindsay share carries in the backfield. Phillip Lindsay is a pretty good running back, so I don't know. We'll see how that dynamic works. I mean, you got Drew Lock, that's the new starting quarterback now. They don't have Emmanuel Sanders anymore. They traded him, so we shall see what the Broncos do. I don't expect them to make the playoffs or anything like that, but they should be like a decent team, though. Still got Von Miller on the back end, so. But yeah, that is going to do it for this NFL free agency video. I mean, this is what's happened over the past couple of days. A lot of big moves have happened. NFL draft, we're not sure how it's going to happen now with this whole coronavirus situation. We're not sure when it's going to happen. Does the NFL season, the start of the season change? We don't know. I mean, a lot of questioning right now in the state that we are in right now. So I don't know. We shall see how this goes. But yeah, you guys let me know you guys thought down below in the comments what you guys think about this NFL free agency. Your favorite team. What moves have they made? Are you excited about? Yeah, you guys leave those thoughts in the comments. Anyway, guys, like this video up. Really appreciate that. Subscribe to join Citadel Nation if you are new. And I am out.